Welcome. Today we're going to be learning about slope and how to find slope of a line if you're given a line. If you need additional practice with this, you can go to page 206 in the textbook, or you can refer to some of the practice we've been doing on IXL. Some vocabulary for us. I won't really be talking about this one, so I'll just put a marker over that. Intercept means to interrupt. So if we see a line that cuts through the y or x axis, like this one, it intercepts. So it goes through the x-axis here. It's an intercept. That would be the x-intercept. The y-intercept is where it would go through the y-line. Some more vocabulary. Slope. Slope is how steep something is. It's really that simple. How steep something is. We're going to measure exactly how steep things are today. Rise over run. We use rise over run to figure out how steep a line is. Negative slope. Positive slope. Equation for slope. Just for your information, slope is the number attached to your letter, and then the y-intercept, where the line crosses the y-axis, is the b part. Again, we won't be talking about that too much. So let's go step by step on how to find the slope of a line. Alright, so number one says determine two spots where the line intersects the corner of the square perfectly. So you could say that the line goes through the square perfectly. See that? How the corner of that square, there's no gap. See, there's a gap here, there's a gap here, there's no gap. This, of course, if there's no points on the line. Step 2, apply rise until you come across from your other perfect corner. So we're going to make little triangles. So let's take a look at this one here. So let's find some points. That's not a point. That's not a point. Oh, there's a point right there. Okay, so do you see any other points on this line? There and there. Okay, so now I'm going to apply rise over run to figure out what my missing slope is. So step 3 says run until you get across from your other perfect corner. So we're going to draw a triangle here. We rise up, and then we run over this way. We went up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we went over 1, 2, 3. 5 and 3. So my slope then is 5 over 3. I write my rise, the number that went up, because it's the change in y over the change in x. Because it's the rise over the run, we do 5 over 3. For the next question, I have a guest speaker today, and this is my grandpa, Grandpa Lou. He has been around a lot of different parts of this world, and he's going to talk to you guys about some spots that he has been.
Why, hello there! I'm going to be teaching you today about slope. So when I was a young man, I did a lot of traveling, and I just happened to be somewhat similar to Mr. Lou. So let me show you some pictures of when I was a young man, and I went and did some things with slope. Here's a picture of a beautiful mountain that I took when I was a young man. I climbed all the way to the top of this mountain here. It was quite challenging. Here I am at the top of this mountain. I made it all the way up. That was back when my hair was nice and red, like it is here. Another time when I was a young man, I went down this wonderful ski slope. It was exhausting, but it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, yes I did. This is a very negative slope. It goes down quite a bit. Here I am again on the mountain. I had to really brace myself because there was such a big steep incline. So I was young once, just like you. And at that time I was able to do fun things outside as well. Do you think this mountain would have a very steep slope or a very small slope? Well, if you said it had a very steep slope, then you were correct. Way to go. Let me get my pencil here, and I'm going to go ahead and try this next one with you. If you would like to recreate this graph, you're more than welcome to. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is find points on this line. Let's see. Here's 1 point. Here's another point. And don't see any other points. You see any other points on this line? I found one right here. Alright, now that I've identified my points, I can go ahead and apply rise overrun. So I'll count my corners again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, I'm quite old. I ran out of breath there. So I'll go ahead and draw my line. And draw my line. My rise is 8. And my run is 1. I wonder if the line from here to here is going to be the same. I'll have to check it and see. So I'll count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'll run 1 right over. So I get 8. I get 8 over 1. Boy, I'm getting softly sleepy. This is quite a bit of work. The next thing I'll do is I'll take the 8 and I'll write it over the 1. You get 8 over. Oh, I need to get my breathing treatments. I'm getting awfully tired. Okay, I'm better now. Just give me a minute. One thing I noticed is that the slope is a negative. So I'll make sure I put a negative in front of that because it's the only way you're going to indicate whether the line is positive or negative is by using this symbol right here. So I end up with negative 8 over 1. Let's try another example. We've got 4 and we have 8 here. We want to make sure that we find points that intersect our line perfectly. So let's see, we have here dot dot. We got that dot, and we got a bunch of dots, don't we? Okay, now I'm going to apply rise over run. I go up 2, and I go up 1. My rise is 2, and my run is 1. Next, I have to ask myself whether or not my slope is positive or negative. Well, it's a negative slope. So then I'm going to put negative right here. And there we go. I get negative 2. Why don't you try to see if you can recreate the graph and then plot some points to figure out how steep the slope is? Okay, I guess I'll start. I don't know how much time left on this earth. I've been around a long time. I'm 160 years old. So here's my first point. And here's my next point. And those are 2 points that you said. Every once in a while, I just need to remind myself that I was a young man once. So I'll just go back and I'll look pictures of myself and all the things that I used to be able to do. And I'll just start talking about them. Now I feel revitalized. I can finish my problem. I know I can. So now I'm going to apply some rise over run. And go up 1. And then over 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get 1 and I get 4. My rise is 1, and my run is 4. So then my answer then is 1 over 4. 1/4 is the answer. Just once again, I too was a young man like myself here, and I remember how easy it used to be to do things. But as time goes on, I didn't appreciate the younger me as I do now. What was I doing again? Oh, I forgot! Oh, that's right! I was going to go over the learning goal. So the learning goal for today was to look at the slope of a line. Given a line, I can find the slope. Oh, my back!